Admit it, Morgan. Admit that you set it all up.
I didn't. Just let
Taylor and I were
me
trying to help you, and you scammed us.
I didn't scam you.
Oh, I know exactly what happened. I know you borrowed that computer. I know you sent the email. Taylor didn't want me to sleep with you. It was all you. You orchestrated the whole damn thing. But why? Why? Do you have a vendetta against me? I mean, is that why you came back to LA to make me pay for the abortion you had all those years ago? Why, Morgan? What? Do you hate me that
No,
much?
I don't hate you, Ridge. I love you. I love you.
Dad asked me to thank you for those beautiful flowers you sent.
Oh, of course. How's he feeling?
Much better.
That's wonderful. So, how did Ridge and the children handle your being away?
Why don't you just say what's really on your mind?
Okay, I will. I hope Morgan's out of your life.
We're not going down that road.
Tell me, at least you're not going to that fertility clinic with her anymore.
That's over.
What do you mean, that's over?
Stephanie, please, let's not talk about this. Every time we talk about Morgan, we just argue.
She's asked you to do another favor for her, hasn't she? You might as well tell me because you know that I'll find out what it is.
Okay, yes. She did ask for another favor, but it's not as bad as it sounds.
What is it?
She asked Ridge if he would be her sperm donor.
Macy, I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to upset you.
I'm not upset. I'm making a stand, Brooke. I am not going to let you ruin my life or Thorne's.
I am not trying to ruin anybody's life.
Well, you would have if Thorne hadn't come to his senses. Brooke, he never, ever could have been happy with you.
And you think he's happy now? How could he be? Macy, the truth is Thorne will never be happy until you pull yourself together.
I have.
Have you? Really?
Would you shut up? You don't know a thing about me.
I know that you need help, and we are going to help you.
We? You and Thorne aren't a we. You know, I just can't believe you. I mean, I have never, ever seen anything quite like you. I mean, sure, I've heard the stories. But how you move in and destroy marriage after marriage. Well, it ain't gonna work this time, sister. Because you have met your match with me.
No, I can't do that.
If you really want to help Macy, you have to.
Help her? That's gonna devastate her, John.
Maybe at first, but she will survive.
Honestly, I don't think she will.
Listen, I know it seems harsh, all right? But Macy's not gonna pull out this nosedive until you give her the tools to do it. Thorne, she's gotta connect to her sense of self-reliance. Macy has to stop depending on you and reconnect to her inner strength.
I know that, John. And she will be able to do that much better once she gets sober.
No. It's the other way around. She has to connect to her inner strength in order to get sober. And that's not gonna happen until she faces reality. Thorne, she needs to hear you say it. You gotta tell her flat out. You never should have proposed to her, and you're in love with another woman. Macy has to understand that your marriage was a horrible mistake, and she needs to hear that from you.
John, Macy believes in this marriage. I can't tell her that it was a mistake.
You have to. A horrible mistake.
For both of you.
No.
I'm not going to say that, John. That is the cruelest thing that I have ever heard.
Being honest isn't cruel, Thorne. It's the right thing to do.
Look, I'm going to tell her the truth, okay? But I can't drop it on her like a bomb. I have to break it to her gently.
You think that's gonna make it less painful? You're leaving her for another woman. No matter how you say it, it's gonna hurt.
And that's why I have to ease into it.
No. You cannot drag this out anymore. Macy's been pouring too much into saving your marriage. If it's over, she's gotta accept that and move on. You gotta tell her you're leaving. Not because of her drinking, not because of anything she did or didn't do, but because you don't love her the way a husband should love his wife. And there can't be any ambiguity about that. You have to give it to her straight.
John, you have no idea what you're asking me to do here, man. 6 months ago, I looked into Macy's eyes. And I swore to her that no matter what happened, I would never leave her, John. And if there's one thing that Macy has been able to rely on, it is my word. Now, if she can't depend on that, then what in the hell can she depend on?
She's gonna have to depend on herself, God, the compassion and motivation she gets at AA. She's not gonna go through this alone, Thorne, but she can't go through this with you. I know this is difficult, but if you really wanna help Macy, you have to tell her.
That our marriage, the happiest, most fulfilling time in her life, was a horrible mistake.
That's what she has to hear. It's the only way.
Okay. If you honestly think this is what Macy needs, then I'll do it.
Macy, this isn't a competition.
Right. It's not. And it hasn't been since the day Thorne and I got married.
Oh, please, don't do that.
Oh, Brooke, you don't care about my drinking.
Yes, I do.
You disgust me. You think the whole world doesn't know what you are. You're not fooling anybody, Brooke. All this pretense about caring, about being in love with Thorne. You don't know the first thing about love. You know about sex. You know about working that body, but that isn't love. No. Love takes time. Love needs to be tested and endured. You've never had that with anybody. And you certainly don't have it with Thorne. He knew that the moment he saw you on that bed with his brother. Oh, I know, yeah, it was a trick, right? And what did that prove? Well, if you really love Thorne like you say, then you wouldn't have been on that bed with Ridge in the first place. And it's gonna happen again, Brooke. It always does with you. Another man, another bed.
Macy, that is enough.
That's why Thorne's heart is with me, Brooke, because he trusts me. He knows he doesn't have to question my integrity. That's what love is all about. He believes in me. He believes in me.
Macy, look, why don't we just take you home and get you a cab? Or
Get your hands off of me! I don't need your help. I don't need anybody's help.
Wait, Macy, wait!
You can't be serious.
Actually, you know what? She came to me first.
You said no to her and then she went to Ridge? I knew it. I knew it. I knew that's why she came back to Los Angeles. She wants your husband.
See, this is why I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to see you get this upset.
I have been warning you about this for months, and you haven't listened to me, and now look what's
Nothing
happened.
happened. Ridge told Morgan that he does not want to be her donor.
The day I saw her, the first day she got back to Los Angeles, I knew she was up to something. I just never thought she'd be so brazen about it. Taylor, this is what she's always wanted, Ridge's baby. And I'm going to tell you something. I think she's going to try and force him into some sort of relationship with her.
That is not what she wants. She wants a child. And you know what? She never even mentioned wanting a child when she first came to L.A.
Well, of course she didn't. She's too clever. She became friends with you, and then she became friends with Ridge again. She got you to trust her, and then and only then did she discuss the abortion with you, right? Why? Because she knew you'd be sympathetic. She knew that because you were friends and you trusted one another, you'd help her.
That is not what happened.
Oh, no. Out of the blue, one day she just says, I think I'll have Ridge's baby.
I think, on a subconscious level, that Morgan has been plagued by this notion of having Ridge's baby for years. And it doesn't surprise me, because it is a classic symptom of post-abortive stress. She just wants to heal, Stephanie. She just wants to get back what she lost all those years ago.
Oh, and that's why she's asked Ridge to father her
God,
baby.
would you please stop worrying about it? There is no way that Morgan is going to have Ridge's child. The whole idea is absolutely ridiculous.
You love me? You expect me to believe that after what you just did?
You don't understand.
Oh, you're right about that. I sure don't understand. I don't understand how a woman who claimed to be my friend could do something so heinous, so completely and totally vile. You're right, I don't understand.
It wasn't vile. It was beautiful what you did for me.
I cheated on my wife, Morgan. You conned me into having sex with you. I told you she wasn't gonna condone that. I knew there was something wrong, but you just kept piling on the proof, one after another, the email, telling me what she meant in the phone message. And I bought it. I fell for it. I fell for it because I trusted you. But you were counting on that, weren't you? Because I wouldn't suspect you. No, not you. Not poor, innocent, vulnerable Morgan DeWitt. My best buddy. My wife's best friend.
Sorry, Ridge. I really am.
You're sorry. You're sorry. Let me tell you something, Morgan. It's taken Taylor and I years to get to where we are now. You have no idea the setbacks and the adversity that we've had to overcome. You have no idea! And now we had everything perfect. We have 3 healthy, wonderful kids. We have a passionate and committed marriage. And now because of you, all that could go to hell for me.
Ridge, look, I never meant to hurt you. I didn't. I just wanted to get pregnant, that's all. I just wanted to get back what Stephanie stole from me all those years ago. Maybe it was selfish of me, and maybe I didn't think it through. But I have every right to have that child. I do.
Macy? Are you here? Macy? Hello? Macy? Macy, is that you?
No, Thorne, it's me.
Brooke, what's going on?
I'm at Mannequins, and Macy just left here. She was drinking again, Thorne.
Oh, God. This has got to stop. John was right. I have to tell Macy that this marriage is over.
I agree. It's time.
It is time. It can't wait anymore. I have to tell her the truth today.
Thorne.
I know it's going to rip her apart.
But it will bring us together.
I know. I just wish it didn't have to happen this way.
It'll be all right. Just be honest with her, okay?
She just drove up. I gotta go.
Oh, good you're home.
You had a right to have my child? I don't think so, Morgan.
You know, you act like I forced you to do this. If you didn't want to do it, all you had to do was say no.
I did say no. When I got that email, I told you I didn't feel right about it, that I wanted to wait.
Well, I couldn't.
Oh, no, that would have thrown a crimp in your plan, wouldn't it?
Look, Ridge, I'm really sorry. I hated lying to you and Taylor. It's just that
What,
I couldn't...
you couldn't help yourself? You're gonna tell me you didn't know what you were doing?
No, I knew exactly what I was doing, Ridge, and I know that you'll probably never forgive me for it, but the truth is that Taylor left town and I saw an opportunity.
To do what? To get me into bed?
No. To close a circle. I mean, you have to understand, my life has been a living hell ever since Stephanie took me to that clinic. In all these years, I haven't felt the way that I did with you last night. I mean, all the guilt and the anger and the remorse, it's gone. And that's because of you and the gift that you gave me. I mean, you literally saved my life.
What about my life, Morgan? What's gonna happen to my marriage and my family, huh?
Well, this doesn't have to affect that.
I slept with you. You think Taylor's just going to accept that?
Maybe she won't have to. Ridge, Taylor never has to know.
You are not going to believe what happened today. I ran into Brooke at Mannequins. Oh, honey, you would have been so proud of me. I didn't get insecure. I didn't run away. I just stood there, and I told her flat out that I was not going to be her punching bag anymore. Oh, honey, you should have seen the look on her face. I think she was shocked.
I bet she was.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about Brooke. I have something else on my mind.
So do I.
I know, honey, you don't have to say it. I know you've been worried. I mean, things have been crazy. That's why I think we should just get away, you know? Just the two of us. We could go up to Big Bear. Go to the cabin and then start working on our family. Wouldn't that be heaven? A whole week. Just the two of us, honey. No interruptions and no distractions.
Macy, I have to tell you something.
Don't tell me right now, okay? Tell me later. I just want to hold you. Oh, I'm so glad you're home. Honey, why don't we go in the other room and lay down, huh?
Macy, we need to talk now.
Thorne, why are you acting so serious?
Because it is serious. Macy, what I have to tell you, it's so hard for me. In fact, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to say to you.